Hello there, I'm Wayne Robson and welcome to the Jazz Hat. Now, so what? You'll notice in that little clip there that I cut off about 4 or so bars at the beginning, the first repeat. That's because otherwise you wouldn't have got to this point in the video. Now, we're going to go through. I have another camera set up here for the fretboard so you'll be able to see exactly what I'm doing. And we're going to break down So What because it's a very easy song to learn. And it's a one that you can expand upon. And what we will be doing is building upon this in a series of videos over coming weeks, showing you not only how to play the main melody and the chords that go with it, and also then how to solo over it, do chordal solos over it, building on some quartal harmony, maybe a bit of Barry Harris stuff and things like that. Because my way of approaching quartal harmony is a lot different to everybody else's because I mix that together with the Barry Harris system into something that's completely different and also I think easier to learn. So let's get straight to it. The main part is these chords tabs, and that's a minor 11th. Now if you think of the sharp 9 E7, the Hendrix chord, this is sort of, I think of it, the Miles Davis chord. So how do you create this? The whole thing is a D Dorian modal jazz piece. So what you're doing, first of all, get yourself a bar. On your 5th fret, you're covering from the A string all the way to the E string. Right? And under this, you're putting your 2nd finger on the F note, which is the B string, there on the 6th fret. So, and all you're doing for the stabs is like that. Ding, 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 ding. That's as simple as that. The only change to this is it goes up a semitone, and then all you're doing is moving this shape from, instead of going, you're going, and then it goes, guess where? Back to there. That's your chords. This is why normally I would break the chords down, then do the melody line, and then the soloing, but because the chords are so simple in this, that I thought it makes more sense. So what about the main riff itself? So I'm going to try and make sure the guitar is easily visible here in this shot. Now, it starts off with a 5th, and I'm going to play it all with 1 finger so you can tell where everything's at. First of all, it starts on the D, then it's going to go to the E on the 7th fret on the D string, right? Like that. Then you've got a little bit of a Dorian run up, and it goes, so, right, so far we've got, do that again, like that. Now that's not the end of the run, that is the start. The start of these stays the same. Yes, it might move up for the E flat bit, but basically that shape stays the same. Now the first iteration goes, which all you're doing at the end, you go, and you're adding on the G string from the 5th to the 7th, right? Now, if we play that all the way through, then it goes 2 chord stabs, right? So, there's another iteration. This one is very similar, a little bit different towards the end. So we start with the same, and then we're going to go like that, which is 5th fret G string, 7th fret G string, then going to the A on the 7th fret of the D string, right? So you put these two together. That is the sandwich, the filling in the sandwich. We have the first version. And then the bit at the end is simply going slide up to your E on the B string on the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, then 7th on the G string, 7th on the D string, right? So you basically got whole thing moves up by a semitone. So you go. And then goes back to the beginning again. That is the intro. That is how simple it is. Now, if you want a little bit of a taster of what else you can do on it, as there's plenty of short videos that I put up showing different ways of soloing over this. Take a look at the shorts feed. I might link to them somewhere at the bottom down there, right? But just a little teaser. When you start the solo, I always start with the same start that Miles Davis did, and then I make stuff up, right? So I will do the slides up to the D. So it's like that. So you're going root, 5th, 4th, 5th, back to the root. Then the same thing again, sort of. Then 7th. And then I'll just basically go down a diminished run eventually, right? So that's a teaser for the next video that we do on this. There'll be a few videos on a few different songs. I'm trying to mix it up and keep it all right. So check out some of the other videos. There's plenty of them there, including some of the most common mistakes and the reasons why you sound rubbish at jazz, which a lot of people seem to like that little series. So I'll see you in the next one. You take care. Bye.